This is Rap the News. Deceived by miracles is how the devil deceived the world. By miracles. Revelation 13:14, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles is how you was deceived, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Now, let's find out who had the power to do miracles in the sight of the beast. Drum roll. Come on, drum roll. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Who was the only one who did miracles? Answer, Jesus. No, Rap the News, other people. Who had the power? All power is given to me by my Father. And he did what? He wrought miracles in the sight of the beast. Let's prove all things by scriptures. Have some patience. Don't turn away, folks. It gets very interesting. Matthew 24:24. For false Christs, mention it again, and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders, these miracles. Because the miracle is a sign and a wonder. That would deceive even the very elect, if that were possible. Again, that would deceive even the very elect, if that was possible. So each time is telling you somebody was doing miracles and somebody had power. The only person that was doing miracles at the time and had power is Jesus. Not the one sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel again, whom Paul mentioned and said, if somebody come to you with that Christ, don't listen to him. We only worship Christ crucified, and that's what we preach. We preach Christ crucified. We don't preach Jesus of Nazareth that was sent only to the lost sheep of the house of Israel, the Hebrews. We don't preach that Christ. We preaching the Marvel comic Christ that we made up with all this power and glory, right? The other one didn't have power. I can of my own self do nothing, says Jesus of Nazareth. Only by the words of the Most High God do I do anything. I don't have the ability. If I say something for myself, it's not valid or true. Everything he said, he had no power. I'm here just to serve. A servant is not greater than a master. The Most High God is more glorious than I. No one is good except for him. See, that's Jesus of Nazareth. But now you got the power-hungry devil Christ crucified. And all power is given to me. God has laid down everything and knelt everything at the foot of the Son. The Son is stepping on even God. The Son comes before God. In the beginning was the Son. And then God was with the Son. I come before your God. The real Christ is saying, this is how you pray. Our Father, which is in heaven, hallowed be your name. Your kingdom come. Your will be done. Everything is yours, Father. Now this one is saying, I am the God. I am before God. No one can get to the Father except through me. Nobody ever gets to the Father. Everybody kissing his ass, huh? Matthew 24:24. These false Christs are performing great signs and wonders and deceiving even the elect, if that were possible. We know it's Christ crucified. Let's prove all things. The only ones in the Bible who fit the description is Christ crucified and Paul of Tarsus. False Christ and false prophets. Christ crucified and Paul of Tarsus, the creator of that Marvel comic superhero. He's going to save you from God, folks. See, God wanted to destroy sinners, right? No sinners glory or Gentiles in the presence of the Most High God. But Christ crucified is going to block God out, come in his little cloud, and grab all and never tell you where he's going to take you. Y'all are going to planet hell. That's where y'all going to be taken. Okay, let's keep going. Revelation 16:14. For they are the spirits of devils, Paul of Tarsus, and Christ crucified. They are the ones working miracles. Name me somebody else. Paul and associates is the ones working miracles, right? And they false God, Christ crucified. The only ones, nobody else fit the description. I play and say it wasn't Muhammad. It wasn't Buddha, right? It wasn't Zeus. 1 Corinthians 10:20. But I say, says Paul of Tarsus, the things that the Gentiles sacrifice, they are sacrificing to devils. I am your leader, and you are sacrificing to devils and not to God. For they are the spirits of devils working miracles, these false Christs and false prophets. The book is telling on itself, folks. Let's keep hearing it tell on itself. Romans 11:13. For I speak to you Gentiles. See, God sent all the prophets and everything to the Hebrews, the lost sheep. But not so Paul. He speaks to the Gentiles. Inasmuch as I am the apostle of the Gentiles, and not God, not Jesus, I magnify my office. You know, the Yudah Yasharel type mindset. I magnify my own office. Really? Really? Let's get into it. Revelation 19:20. And the beast was taken, and with him the false prophet. So we know this beast is working with a false prophet. And this prophet and this beast wrought miracles before him, which deceiveth them, the whole world. The Gentiles. That world. He deceiveth them. Well, what? Miracles. You know, these fancy cars, the rockets, the nuclear warheads, you know, the gun, all these things that do a lot of destruction on this earth and poison the whole earth. Those miracles. You know how many people die in car accidents? That miracle. And they want to talk about the gun, that miracle. What if Jesus is, why if Jesus is God, why? If Jesus is God in the flesh, why is he casting out demons in the name of Beelzebub, the demon? Why is he, if he God and he ain't the devil, why is he casting out spirits in the name of the devil? We never thought about it because we don't use our minds, Raptor News. What is minds for, Raptor News? Matthew 12:24. But when the Pharisees heard it, they said, this fellow, Christ crucified, does not cast out devils, but by Beelzebub, the prince of the devils. The Pharisees is noticing that Christ crucified is the devil, huh? This made up Christ by Paul of Tarsus, huh? With these made up stories right here, right? Matthew 12:27. And if I, by Beelzebub, says the false Christ crucified, cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Devils. So the real Christ says, they will come and say, Lord, Lord, we've done many miracles. We have cast out devils in your names and done great wonders and this and that and this. And he would say, depart from me. I don't know you. Right? You've been worshiping the Marvel super comic hero that Paul of Tarsus sketched out. And all of you know it. You can look at this and you can say, if you just want to use an ounce of intelligence today, folks, something is wrong here. Come on, say it with me. Something is wrong here, and no one believes me. Let's keep looking into it some more, man. I love it. John 4:48. Then said Jesus unto him, except you see these signs and wonders, you will not believe. Hmm. Did the real Christ perform miracles? Let us find out. Acts 2:22. You men of Israel, hear these words. See, now they ain't talking to the Gentiles. They're talking to who? The Hebrews. Jesus of Nazareth. He was just a man approved of God among you by miracles and wonders and signs which God did. See, the other one had powers to forgive sins and powers to do this and powers, and all power was given to him. But this Jesus of Nazareth, God seemed to have did all this in the midst of us, as we ourselves also know. God did it. This one don't speak, except for as God said it. This one is going by the law. The other one did away with the law. The law was did away with after John. After John the Baptist came, I did away with the law. Psalms 136:4. To him who alone does great wonders, for his mercy endureth forever. So the Old Testament is saying, the prophets in the Old Testament, God alone do these great wonders. Right? Not the false prophet and the miracle maker. Right? The dragon. So now let's stick the nail in the coffin to prove that your Christ crucified is the damn devil. Isaiah 14:13. For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend into the heavens, and I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. Got to come through me to get to God. John 3:13. No one has ascended into heaven except the one who descended from heaven. That was the Son of Man. When did Jesus Christ actually ascend? So watch. He says, touch me not, for I have not yet ascended to the Father. He's supposed to have died on the cross. How come he didn't ascend to the God, to the Father? Because you're dealing with two entities here. No one believes me. 2 Thessalonians 2:9. Even him who is coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders, miracles. With all power, he coming after what? The workings of Satan. He did those miracles in the sight of the beast and signs and wonders. Here we go. Matthew 28:18. And Jesus came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in the heavens and the earth. Even him who was coming at, who else was all power given unto, folks? Come on, who was around with all power? Face it. It's hard to give him to face it. No, not my Jesus, not my Christ crucified. You don't get rid of my Jesus and my Christ crucified. Yes, your damn Christ crucified was after the workings of Satan with all power, signs, and all power is given to me. When did God in the Old Testament give all power to any prophet? But wait a minute. I thought God did all these miracles and everything. Strange. John 4:48. Then said Jesus unto him, except you see signs and wonders, you won't believe. So all power was given unto him, and signs and wonders. Even him who was coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and wonder. Process of elimination. And process of elimination. And process of elimination. And who else could it fucking be? Let's get strong now with it. Who else could it effing be? Come on, Becky. Come on, Karen. Talk to me. Talk to me. Who was thrown into the abyss? Revelation 17:8. Good news testimony. Good news translation. The beast was once alive. Oh, just like Christ, but lives no longer. Oh, just like Christ. It is about to come up from the abyss. Oh my God, that's just like Christ. And will go off to be destroyed. All the gods under the heaven is going to be destroyed. Just like Christ. The people living on the earth whose names have not been written before the creation of the world in the book of the living, who, the Gentiles, will be amazed as they look at the beast. It was once alive. Now it's no longer it lives, but it will reappear. It will have a second coming. It was dead, just like Christ. It was once alive, just like Christ. And it would reappear, just like Christ. Let's prove all things by Scripture, shall we? Romans 10:7. And who will descend into the abyss? The abyss. That is to bring Christ up from the dead. See? Let's find it. The abyss. No longer living. He was dead. The abyss. He was dead. The abyss. He was dead. Let's go back down to it. Who will descend into the abyss? That is to bring Christ up from the dead. Somebody tell me who this beast is that live no longer, that was brought up from the abyss, and that will reappear. You know goddamn well that's only Christ crucified. Come on, let's pinch yourself and wake and smack yourself, man. Snap the fuck out of it, man. Smack yourself hard, Christian. Let's keep going, man. Mark 12:27. God is not the God of the dead, but God is the God of the living. You therefore do greatly err, Christian. Hans Christian Andersen. You therefore do greatly err. Because ain't nobody came out the abyss but Christ. Ain't nobody came back from the dead but Christ. I'm just talking about this sequence right here. It was in the abyss and they came back. Ain't nobody gonna reappear, they say, but Christ. Christ crucified. Because what would be the reason that Christ crucified come back? If God is coming, it's the day of the Lord, the Most High God who created the heavens and the earth. And he's going to wreak vengeance down on the Gentiles. Who is the only one, or what will be the purpose of Christ coming back when God is having his day? He going to rain on God's parade and just say, no, sir, these are mine, the good 4.3 billion Christians right here. I don't think so. Y'all are deceived. And well do y'all know it. Y'all know who in the abyss. Y'all know who Apollyon is. Y'all know that y'all worshiping the devil. Paul told you that y'all sacrificing to the devil and he's your apostle. You know who doing these lying signs and wonders and everything else. You know who casting out demons in the name of Beelzebub. You know, you know, you know. He deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. Christ crucified is the devil. This is Raptor News.